Hello there, and welcome back to Carpo Craft, Woodworking and Jewelry. And today I would just like to share a couple of projects I've been working on. I haven't really shared anything on this channel in a couple of days, and that's because I've been, let's just say I've been working on a couple of surprises. In the long run, my GoPro gave out in the middle of doing some fine filming, but that's okay. I'll get over it. I've shed my tears. But I have a couple of projects I'd like to share with you all right now that I've been working on. The first one is my mock-up bass, which was supposed to be an exact replica of my first bass guitar when I was 14 years old. This was around 1991, 90, 91. And my dad took me down to get me a bass guitar and an amplifier, and I was so excited about it. Come to think of it, I don't know whatever happened to that amp. I must have sold it or traded it as a stupid kid. But I got a Samick bass. The Samick is a decent looking bass, and it played great for us as kids. But I found out quickly that, even though it plays well, it could be better. But I didn't take very good care of it, and I tried to repaint it, did a horrible job at it, and now it sits as a white guitar that's been spray painted black with the black rubbing off, turning white again. So I did an exact replica of it, and this is the actual body profile of that Samick. Samick was made by Yamaha, by the way. This is just a temporary neck that allows me to do the varnishing I need, but I mentioned last video that I made some guitars out of pine, and I was a little skeptical about the quality of the finish, but I think that skepticism has completely gone away now. This one just has it has a few coats of lacquer on it right now, but you can see, look at this patterning. It's freaking gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Everything is set up for, the active pickup pocket, the battery pocket. I like this a lot, and I think it's going to be phenomenal. And I have done it with lacquer. Many people use a lot of different products. For example, this neck right here is lacquered. It's done with a maple neck, and you probably can't see it, but it's got some really nice refraction in that wood. And I picked out a very specific type of wood for this neck. This is the one I did with the resin on it, but when you put a nice coat of poly on there, it will do the same thing, but lacquer dries so much quicker. It's all taped up because I haven't done the frets yet, and we're going to get to that. This is something I did the other day that I'm pretty stoked to finish, actually. This is a pine guitar, which has, as you can see, it's very rough. It has many divots on it, but of course you can tell that these are intentional. And this was done with a grinder, an angle grinder, with this very specific attachment, let's just say, that I bought for it. And it's a burr attachment. And what I did was I was smoothing off the edges and taking out some extra meat around the waist area right here. And I kind of hit the main field and it went zoop, and I thought, well, shit, that sucks. Maybe I could do that to the whole guitar. And that's what I did. So I went through and I put these equally spaced marks, which, let me just tell you, this took a lot longer than it looks. I didn't just pop this on here in 5 seconds. This took a while to get this pattern on here. And if you're curious, this part over here is the sap wood. It's the part of the tree that was just loaded with sap. That's why I was reluctant to even use this piece as a guitar, because I was afraid that the sap wood would interfere with, carving as well as finishing. But I took a chance because it's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that change in color. So what I'm going to do is turn it into an actual guitar. I just have to route out for the pickups and all the cavities and everything. The hardest part is making the body itself, and it's never going to be a simple process. It's like the one I showed like weeks ago that I've been working on. I just have it setting aside right now. This is also a replica. Well, this is actually my own design, but I'm still kind of working. I like it because it's kind of like, I don't know, it looks like a cactus or a ghost or something, but having your own feel on a guitar is important. Eventually, I'll show you all the one that has the rosette, and I've been making one that has an actual rosette on the end, which allows you to hold it and pick it up like that with the end. Something so simple that I think all guitars should have. It's stupid they don't, but there's a certain standard that everybody's developed. But that's why you'll never see things like that on a guitar, right? Still needs a finish, but you can see how beautiful it's going to look. I haven't done anything to this guitar yet except just sanded it out. These are blocks from a kindergarten classroom that I found in a dumpster. I stuck them together with glue in a certain pattern on top of some maple, and then that maple also had a groove taken out of it where it split into two branches, and I decided to fill it with resin. So, more to come. I think you all will dig this when it's done, and I'll be sure to share my final projects. Peace out.